So not too much time went by after I published a video talking about the Doctor Strange director really lashing out at Hollywood and those mandated release dates, that a lot of people in the comments that I saw wanted me to talk about the possibility of Marvel Studios firing the director. So let's talk about that and why I think it is a reality that it could happen if things get out of hand. So in case you missed, what happened was the director of the first Doctor Strange and the upcoming Into the Multiverse of Madness, Scott Derrickson, went on Twitter and he simply said, "Studio release dates are the enemy of art." Now, while not explicitly naming Marvel Studios and Disney, it's kind of obvious that that's the one. They set a mandate like other studios and they want to meet it. In this case, Doctor Strange 2 is a really important film that it comes out on time. So when I checked those comments, I saw a lot of debate in regards to this and people asking me to do a video on this topic. And that's whether Marvel Studios and Disney would fire Scott Derrickson if things get out of hand. And I'm here to tell you they will straight up fire him without hesitation and move along to somebody else, because this film has to make it out. Now, the reason I'm saying this is this film, more so than anything else, has to meet this specific release date when you think about the future of the MCU. WandaVision is already shooting right now. That's coming out before this film. This film is also important to the WandaVision series as it's important to the Loki series as well, because both of those series are dealing with the multiverse. Now, if it gets close to the start date and he can't do it or he's falling behind schedule, Marvel Studios has shown time and time again they will get rid of a director and replace them within weeks and let somebody else take over the franchise. Peyton Reed, for example, with Edgar Wright falling out from Ant-Man. This was something that was very public. This also happened with other films such as Thor: The Dark World. And, this is commonplace and it does happen. It's unfortunate, but they do have to meet these release dates, specifically when they're building up to something so important. And suddenly they can't just shift their entire slate over because there's other parties at play now. Disney Plus, they need content. They can't suddenly go, okay, well, we'll delay both of these series by 6 months, and we'll delay Doctor Strange by 6 months, and we'll delay everything else by 6 months. We'll just move back to schedule. Because for that year, they already set expectations to investors on box office and return and subscriber numbers and content output. If all of that starts falling through because of one person not wanting to meet a deadline, you bet they're going to get rid of him, because of course they are, and there's tons of other directors talking to Marvel Studios every day. Do I want this to happen? Of course not, but it could happen, and that's the reality of it.